Hello sweethearts, welcome back. I hope you all are feeling good today. So in today's reaction video, a man banged into an event to fight his wife, as in fight his wife. Here's why. Before leaving the house, the woman said she was going to see her son at the hospital, but she went for this women conference instead. It is a good thing that people stood up in her defense because the man might injure her by the way he dragged her from her seat. Now, this has got the room divided. Some are supporting the man while others are on the side of the woman. I'll let you watch, so please feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Drop your opinion in the comment section. If you think the woman did right by going to that event instead of the hospital, drop it in the comment section. And if you think that the man was wrong or right for going there to fight the love of his life, also drop it in the comment section. Just please drop your opinion respectfully. I'll be back at the end of this video to drop my opinion.
Your son is in the hospital.
This man that you are seeing here came into this program to come and drag his wife. Apparently, the woman had left the house saying she was going to see her son in the hospital. That she was going to her son in the hospital. But she came to this program and she was seated. The man came, dragged her. In fact, somebody was trying to, tell him not to. But, he came, he dragged her from her seat. And then the woman began to resist. Oh, so many are divided. Oh, the woman is a bad woman. How could she? Some said the man is a bad man. Why is he dragging her like that? Because there was a way in which he pulled her and shoved her. That was like, is this how your husband should push the wife? Now, this is my opinion here. There are two ways to look at it. Now, if they have a son who has a chronic illness, something that cannot be, it's not a one-day thing. It's not something you can cure. It's something you are managing. For instance, maybe sickle cell, mental disorder, something that reoccurs. And he's in the hospital. And maybe it was that morning he was taken to the hospital, or maybe it was 1 week ago he had been in the hospital. And this man knows that this woman wants to go for this program. And he has already said she should not go. Now, here is the thing. We manage things differently. And sometimes a spouse can want to be a controlling partner in which you are feeling like, oh, this is the way I handle things. It's that when my son is not well, then everything should be about this boy. Or maybe he is going about his own life. Oh, hey, but when our son is not well, you, as the mother, should not be free to go anywhere. You should focus on that and nothing else. Meanwhile, this woman's own coping mechanism for managing this situation might just be, this thing should not hold me down. We already have this problem, but I will still continue to live life. Maybe she has seen that the devil wants to be using this particular ploy, this particular kind of thing, to be stopping her from being what she wants to be. Maybe every time she wants to do something meaningful, then this their son will be ill, or something, something will occur that will make her miss something. And so she has decided that nothing is going to stop her from moving forward. So far, it is not life-threatening. So far, it is something that is being managed, and she's just sitting in that hospital doing nothing, that she will go. So people should understand that it's not always as something looks. Between the man and the woman, you can't say that it is this one go that is wrong, or this one that is right. Most of the time it is, but both of them even have their faults, and both of them have their pluses. For instance, I see there that where the woman was wrong is in lying to the man that she was going to the hospital. For instance, if I were to be the one and I knew that being in the hospital of this boy was not something that was life-threatening, and that this man, for instance, maybe was just trying to make me be forced to sit down there while he goes to work and all that, and he likes it like that, and me, I don't want it like that, I'll tell him to his face. That's in boldness that she can come to the hall to come and display against him. It's what she should have displayed that to him and said, sorry, This time around, though, I will not allow this illness to hold me back. I will not allow anything to stop me from moving forward. Each time I take a step, something comes up. No, you should have said that at home. The fact that you lied to him that it is somewhere else you were going, and then you came for this public speaking. Thank God it's not like you were looking for man. Not like you've come there to come and do anything. Nothing. Not like you went to a club to socialize. The woman came to a place where she will build herself. Yet, there was no need for her to lie. And definitely there was no need for that man, for this her husband, to have come there and pulled that the way he did. No, if a woman is a free being, married to you, but is an adult and has a free will. Even God does not take your own will, free will. Does not take mine. Why will you take your wife's? No, you didn't do well in that one. As far as I can see, the dragging his wife like that. I say no.
Whose duty is it to attend to a sick child in the hospital? The mother or the father? Now, from this video, we can see the man dragging his wife out of an occasion because their child was in the hospital. And many people were asking, as a mother, shouldn't you be with your child in the hospital? Now, let's separate culture from the law. Under the Child Rights Act, the responsibility to take care of a child belongs to both parents and not the mother alone. The law says that every child has a right to parental care, protection, and maintenance, and both the father and the mother share this duty. So the real question here is not why did the mother leave? The question is, was the child adequately cared for? If the father was available, rather than come fight her, he could have also gone to stay with the child in the hospital. Or if there is another responsible adult attending to the child, then that's no problem. That does not amount to abandonment. But if both parents were here fighting and there was no one to look after the child, this is against the law, and this has serious consequences, as both parents face the risk of losing custody to the child for abandonment. But another important thing here is the fact that a husband has no right to beat or forcefully drag his wife out from a public event for any reason whatsoever, because this can be seen as assault and domestic violence under the VAP Act. Parenting is a joint responsibility, so men should stop seeing this thing as doing their wives a favor or helping your wives when you're taking care of your child. You are basically doing your legal and parental duty, which you can be liable for if you fail to do.
So at the end of the day, I heard that this video was content, but whether it is content or not, there is a message in this video that is being passed, and that is what a lot of people don't understand, that when you come on the internet and do things, you're passing a message directly or indirectly. Now, according to the story, that their child was in the hospital, and that the man thought that the wife was with the child in the hospital, and then when he got to the hospital, he didn't see the wife. He started calling the wife and calling. She didn't pick. Meanwhile, the wife was attending August meeting. Firstly, if this was true, or if this is true, the two of you are to be blamed. Number one, as a woman, right, your child is in the hospital, a child that you give birth yourself. What are you doing in a meeting, leaving your child alone in the hospital? Now, unless you and your husband were in the hospital and you told your husband to be with your child, let you attend the meeting, we can understand that. But if it is the fact that you took your child to the hospital, right, you now admitted your child, left your child and came for a meeting, then that was insensitive. Now, on the man's part, let us assume that your wife took your child to the hospital and called you that your child was in the hospital, and then when you got there, you didn't see your wife. You started calling your wife. After she didn't pick, then you now came to where she was doing the meeting and you embarrassed yourself, embarrassed your wife like that, because that child is also your child. The both of you made that child. So when you got there and you saw that your wife was not around, why did you also leave your child in the hospital and came to fight your wife where she is? What would have happened if when you got there you didn't see your wife? You called, she didn't pick. You stay with your child, knowing that your child is sick and admitted, but your wife left your child. You also left the child because somehow you think that it is only the responsibility of the mother to take care of the child. So two wrongs cannot make a right. When you got there and your wife was not there, be with your child, because it is also your responsibility to take care of your child. You sit down there and wait for your wife to get back. But going to where your wife was doing meeting to embarrass your wife like that is an embarrassment to you, because what point are you trying to prove? That she is the only one that is supposed to take care of the child? That the responsibility of that child is only for her? Or maybe when the child is sick, she's the only one that's supposed to take care of the child? It doesn't make sense, right? You as a man, I want you to understand that it is also your responsibility to take care of your child when your wife is not around. Women are not born with a manual on how to take care of a child. It is something that they are being nurtured in, which you as a man can also learn, because whether you like it or not, it was the both of you that made that child. You got there, your wife was not around, be with your child. But because you are angry, you left your child, because your wife left your child, to go and embarrass yourself and your wife in a public space. Like I said, if it happens that the wife took the child to the hospital, right, and then left the child to a meeting, honestly, that is insensitive. But if it happens that this man and the woman took the child to the hospital and she pleaded with the husband, let me attend the meeting, you now went there, because how did you know that she's in the meeting, right, if she did not tell you? You now waited for your wife to come by, you started calling and she's not picking. You now went there to embarrass yourself. Then honestly, the both of you are to be blamed. You see why we tell you people that children are not a blessing. Children are responsibility. It is not only the duty of the woman to take care of the child, but if it happens that you and your wife were in the hospital and your wife told you she was going to attend a meeting and went to attend the meeting and you left the hospital to go and embarrass your wife, then you, sir, is to be blamed. A child is the responsibility of both the father and the mother.
Okay guys, so here is my opinion. I will try as much as possible not to sound one-sided. Okay, so if really the woman lied that she was going to see her son but went for this conference instead, I don't think that is a good thing to do, because your child should be a priority in your life. Okay, your child should be a priority in your life. It is not wise to lie about something. We can also think of it this way: what if that conference is a means through which she's going to pay for the support? Because there are times without number where women are the one fending for the family, right? They're the ones in charge of rent, healthcare, and all of that. And as you can see, she's seated at the front. It's possible she's one of the escorts, and this event is something they have paid for, and it is through the event she'll get money to pay for the son's healthcare. I am just saying, it is very important that she attends that event so that she can be able to raise the bill for the health. If the man is willing to do this to her in public, he's definitely going to do worse in private. You can see the way he embarrasses himself in front of others. Yes, she might be wrong for leaving home to go out without telling you the truth. You should have waited for her to come home. You should have waited for her to come home if he was really interested in the child's welfare or healthcare. Now this brings me to the point here that this is something controlling men like to do. Controlling men think that they should be allowed to take everything you have, even your life. Because why would you come to an event and be this violent just because your wife told you she was going to the hospital but she went for a conference? Well, maybe part of his abuse is making sure she cannot live financially. It takes two to bring forth children to life. So the responsibility of the child's care is down to both parents. The child is being treated in the hospital. So what else could a woman do in addition to his hospital care? It is at an event for business owners, and of course, it would be a benefit to the household if she would network and grow her business. The fact that she had to lie to him to attend that event means something. And the aggression that he showed against her in front of everyone is terrifying. If he can display this kind of attitude in public, then just imagine how it will look like in the house. This is an event, not the hospital. The wife is not a doctor, neither is she a surgeon. People that have the training and skills to potentially save a life. If the boy was on death's door, hopefully he'll be with the son. Dragging her in public is actually crazy. How does that help at all? I feel this is how he behaves at home. Because if he could do this in a room filled with lots of witnesses, then how much more do you think he's going to do behind closed doors? It is possible that this man is part of the category of men that always preach that they want full custody of a child. Yet your woman left for just few minutes, few hours, maximum 3 to 4 hours, and you cannot stay with your own child at the hospital for few hours so that your wife can do something that benefits the family. I heard that this is a skit, but even at that, I believe that this is the reality of some women in their homes. Some women in marriage, this is the reality that they go through. This is the reality they go through. The man is willing to embarrass them anywhere. The man doesn't let them breathe. They are married to men who feel that responsibility of taking care of the home lies on the shoulder of the woman. She is not allowed to do anything else or allowed to breathe just because she's the woman of the house. And the man, if the case were switched, the man can say he's traveling to work and nobody will judge him. He can say he's traveling out of the state, he's going for a conference, which sometimes the business conference they say they are traveling out for is because they want to go and enjoy their double life, not necessarily because they have to go out for work. Most of these men escape from home to go and enjoy themselves. They escape from the stress of taking care of a loved one to go and enjoy themselves, not necessarily because they have work to do in another city or because they have work to do at the office. So to me, I feel that if the man really cares about how the welfare of the child, he should have gone to the hospital instead and stayed with the child when he found out that the wife lied to him. He just ended up embarrassing his entire family, his wife, his kids, himself, even the child that is sick. If that child ever finds out that this kind of drama happened in public, you know, it is embarrassing to the entire family. It is even embarrassing to their extended relatives. This kind of situation is embarrassing. There's no manual to whom to take care of the family. I've seen men who knows their children better than their wife would ever do. There's no manual to who is supposed to take care of the child that is sick or take care of children. Okay, so if you listen to what he said, is it because you're any more than me? If not because he's jealous of how the woman is earning, I don't see any reason why he would be concerned about her going for the conference. If he truly cared about the child, though, to me, I feel he should have gone to the hospital and waited for her to come back home, right? Then they will sort it at home, not going there to prove that he is in control, he's the man of the house. Well, this is what I think, guys. Let me know what you also think in the comment section. Feel free to drop your opinion in the comment section. Thank you all for tuning in. If this is your first time of watching me, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share with someone who you know would benefit from this video. Thank you all, guys. I'll see you all again in my next one.